here in AfricaCom we're presenting the latest version of DataMiner, today 9.5 version, which has a focus on, let's say, two main aspects. One of them is artificial intelligence, which is very, very key because it's all about unsupervised learning, about pattern learning, recognition, to automatically provision and configure platforms. Not only that, but also to proactively, let's say, have early warning. So we call that, in DataMiner, we call that augmented operations. And augmented operations is really about providing an extra layer of information towards operators and customers, where they basically have something like proactive cap detection. So where we actually are going to say, you will have a problem, for example, tomorrow 3 a.m. with a certain memory leak, for example, on a certain server or on an app node level or things like that. So proactively, basically detecting what is going wrong and already informing, let's say, our customers so they can take actions before things are going wrong, because there is just no space anymore to wait until the problem is there. A second main topic is what we call service and resource automation. So we call that product SRM in DataMiner, and that's all about orchestration end-to-end across networks, across platforms of any kind of technology. So very important, everybody is building his own controllers these days, software controllers. We are building the end-to-end layer on top of that. So end-to-end orchestration across any platform. And that's really key. And that goes really from the planning, the booking guys, up to, let's say, the engineering guys that need to foresee the technical facilities and let's say, the physical layer, up to, let's say, when the service is, let's say, going active, automatically for the operations guys, together with a lot of automated platforms like penalty box monitoring and all kinds of things. And at the end going, let's say, up to the other end, where we automatically, for example, can send a bill to the customer for a service that has been booked maybe by a third party. In this region, I would say it's a bit similar as in all the regions, but I think very important here is knowledge of the platforms. I see a lot of lack as well in knowledge and resources of how to maintain, how to automate platforms, workflows, and so on. So again, with our technology of automating that and providing that more out of the box, we basically automatically provision now platforms where before that was, let's say, a manual job. So I see a lot of benefits in that end. Another part is cloudification. So a lot of people running desperate for capacity. Servers become costly, difficult, so they go into the cloud. Cloud sounds easy, but it is not. It's even mostly in the beginning, it's going to be more expensive. But anyway, it has its benefits. It's there to stay. What we are providing here is as well is ways to see really the service end-to-end going into a cloudified world. So through the different data center processors, container-based workflows and so on, to facilitate that, and again to have, let's say, to show to our operators an end-to-end view for them. So two main things, I would say, helping, assisting in setting up these platforms by automatic learning and automatic provisioning, and secondly, cloudification, where we can again giving an insight into their networks, now maybe hybrid, legacy, and let's say cloud-based solutions. Yeah, well, as explained, DataMiner is really a facilitator in those challenges that we see. So cloudification, non-having insights in where the service is going, but also into the orchestration layer. People want to also monetize. They want to monetize further their capacity, so it's all about orchestration, about having third parties being able to do a booking where we end-to-end orchestrate a signal across all the media and technology that the customer has in place, or it can go cross-company as well, to fully automate that and basically to leverage, again, to our customers that extra level of business that they can gain from. Yeah, we just started, but I was here already last week, so I did some customer visits. As I said, I see a lot of needs in people are talking a lot about cloud, about software-based, I see a lot in that direction, but there's a real lack on knowledge. Sometimes they think it's IT, the IT guys are going to take over, totally not. Our satellite knowledge remains the specialty that we really need to remain facilitating. But they're forgetting things. Let's say if you go to an IP world, it's all about IP flow monitoring as well. So because before, if things went wrong, okay, you lost the service. Today in a data center world, if things go wrong, you're just out of everything. So it's becoming just more and more important to have a strong orchestration or monitoring platform, and that's where we see is really the need, covering, let's say, what we see here, what here is coming up in this show, probably the coming next days.